Cancer, thank you for tuning into you. We're here with your Mercury retrograde reading. Welcome to it. Love and light to you all here. Now let's jump into it here for you. Whoa, we're working with Mercury's retrograde orbit. Oh my, matters related to Mercury really coming up for review. Getting very clear as well in certain ways. A little murky in other ways, but more clear in other ways. Interestingly, Mercury retrograde, they say, it's a time of like chaos when it comes to Mercury and its discussion of Mercury. All about Mercury, but at the end of the day, there is clarity, right? It's like, at least we know that doesn't work. At least we realize that, like, that doesn't work like that. that doesn't really also make sense like that. I don't know what that's like. Maybe for whenever there's some cycle that just, like, wasn't making sense, and I'm seeing, like, there is something that possibly you come to actually realize. I'm here to recognize it very clear right now. Hello there, Amy. Hello, everyone. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you all so much for your dear comments, your likes, your subscriptions, and your shares. Let's get into it here for you. Love and light to you, and ultimately on this journey, right, with you, connecting to your higher self, in associating with your vision. Interesting. In the highest form that it takes on a while. I'm hearing vision that you keep. Okay, 10 of Cups here in reverse in the deep past. Now, Cancer, I was just meditating on your energy, and I was getting this feeling like there's something, I'm hearing it in this way. Like, the first thing I was hearing as I was meditating was, consider it done. Okay, 10 of Cups in reverse in the deep past. 5 of Wands upright in the recent past. Now, the extended Mercury retrograde readings are available via the link in the bio box below. It's alchemyinu.com, and you could reach them there. Just click extended readings in the header. You'll be able to reach all of the extended readings actually for all the cycles that are ongoing now for retrograde. That's Pluto retrograde readings, Venus retrograde, etc. Whatever you feel guided or called to read on. But there is, the extended there. So feel free to check those out yet again if you do feel guided. And thank you all so much for your support of those readings. And let's get into it here for you, dear Cancer. I'm hearing Leo, Libra. Now, 10 of Cups in reverse in the recent past. 5 of Wands upright. I'm hearing it. Consider it done. Son of Cups in reverse in the current state. 9 of Wands upright in the advice. In the hopes and fears, the Magician upright. And this Daughter of Cups is upright. Wow. In the final outcome. So for a number of you, I'm hearing you're making something like final. You're like, yeah, it's really that done. That cycle is really freaking, really super duper over. I'm hearing that as well. Like, for a number of you, like, you feel you're clear on something. It's interesting. The Lover's upright. Right up top, the Son of Cups in reverse, which is interesting because, again, like, Mercury retrograde is known to kind of make things more confusing. But again, what I'm seeing here specifically for you is that maybe some cycle, long drawn out cycle, has kind of finally closed itself out and through. 10 of Swords upright, 3 of Cups in reverse. For a number of you, something has just become also, like, so efficient. You're like, this makes so much more sense. I'm so happy I'm doing it in this way. Ace of Cups here on the floor, Daughter Wands. For a number of you, it's a process that maybe you've even, like, kind of simplified. I'm hearing you've abbreviated rather. So it's something maybe even that you've created. It might be a new system by which you carry your work out that's actually, like, so it alleviates, like, so much of this overload. Now, for a number of you, this has to do with your social groups. I'm hearing your social environment. Something has become kind of I'm hearing, well, it had become impossible to handle. I'm hearing, like, in this way, maybe it was just like, oh my gosh. You know that moment when something just becomes so unbearable, and it's like, it's so unbearable until the moment that it becomes, like, so impossible to deal with, that you're just like, now it's so clear to me that it's so, like, not a problem anymore because I realize what it is. Like, identifying the issue is, like, so much a part possibly at times of what it is that we find trouble with. Like, the trouble sometimes is the fact that, maybe even, like, we know something doesn't feel right, but, like, we keep doing it. So part of possibly, in front of you're like, you realize what works for you, what doesn't, what makes you go in circles, what makes you feel like I'm not in the lost, but I'm in the found section of the department store. I'm hearing that as well. Interesting. So I'm hearing looking for my one true love. I'm hearing that as well with the moon. And the difference is your career. You're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna call it out. I'm hearing as well, like, publicly. Now, you have the Daughter of Wands. Remember, this is family involved. You want to discuss something publicly, or you want to partner up in a certain space with a number of people. Let's clear that. Daughter of Wands looking in the future. Lovers looking at the Daughter of Wands. Now, the Magician is looking at the Daughter of Cups. I'm hearing we've got a hearing coming up pretty soon. Like, someone's gonna maybe meet with someone or call someone up. There's gonna be news here. Someone's, like, coming through. They're like, I want to talk to you. Hey, I'm hearing, did you see me on the show? I'm hearing that as well. Magician. I'm hearing Steven Spielberg. Okay, someone wants to partner up with someone, or they want to set someone up with someone interesting. We have the Son of Cups in reverse, Daughter Cups upright, looking out into the future. They're actually mirroring each other. Now, for a number of you, you're like, when we say you're starting a new page, we mean you've cleared the slate so clean that it was even like hung to dry. I'm hearing it like in that way. Let's clear that. Mother Pentacles reverse. For a number of you, you're liquidating something. Maybe you're getting rid of stuff. I'm hearing that as well. It's like something with your assets. Leo, Libra, I'm hearing again. Maybe for a number of you, you actually, you're just like deleting stuff that doesn't serve. I'm hearing as well in that way. You're like kind of just like you're literally like letting stuff go. Like I'm hearing it like that with the Ten of Swords and the Three of Cups. And it can be the chaos. You're just like, there's no point in like managing chaos. Oh, why would I do that? Like, it's something like that just becomes an epiphany of sorts as well. Where you're just like, it makes so much sense, like, not to deal with that. I'm hearing it like in that way, like suddenly I went from like dealing with everything and anything about the chaos and like saying chaos is like spelled with a capital C and like it should be like not abbreviated. Like I don't know what this is alluding to, but maybe for whatever you're like identifying chaos as like just that. Like sorry, I'm hearing I'm not here to like also not look at it in that way. Interesting. So someone has cut a cycle. They're just like, I'm not doing the cycle anymore. They're like, a cycle means a cycle and that's what it is, and it's time to open the door in the room that maintains the cycle just as that. So maybe there's a transformation to the way that you address a certain space that has not been serving you. Here comes the Chariot. Split the deck with a Hangman. Yep. Cycle in cycle. Cycle in cycle. That's fine. Let's clear that. Ace of Wands upright. Where's Regeneration, baby? Ace of Wands right of the chair in reverse. Sorry, you thought I was who? Let's set that down. I think who you're talking to, we might want to ask the owl who I am. Owl's got the 360-degree, vision. The High Priest is here. I'm hearing, let's get another, I'm hearing I'm hearing lens to look through. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Like, you also found your passion for a number of you. And you're daring in the way that you move in that direction now. The World in reverse. What is itching me? I just don't even understand. Ugh. That's what it is, and it's it. Leave it to the Cancer reading with the Ace of Wands upright and the Chariot in reverse to find what that was. Okay, there's a little hair poking out from this this top. So for a number of you, I'm sorry, you're also shameless around this time. You're like, I will say what needs to be said. I will do what needs to be done. I will make that really awkward moment, like also fall off of even the header title. I'm hearing on the page that I put up on the wall to announce it all out. Like someone's like, let the projector screen just like topple over. I'm hearing that like as well. Okay, so but it's interesting because that's the chaos for a number of you actually that maybe needed to be called out to create the harmony and order. So temperance actually, temperance, I'm hearing temperance with the Tower. Yeah, someone's been like, I've let this go for too long. Over like in that way, I told the Tower that it wasn't time to fall yet. Like I'm trying to like patch it up and be like, no, you're fine. I'm hearing someone will eventually take you home and like call you a Christmas tree. I don't know what that's alluding to. I'm seeing someone, they got this tree. They're like, it's a disaster. I'm hearing that as well. This is falling apart. But maybe it wasn't literal. Maybe it wasn't like intentional, whatever it was. I'm seeing it get to the point where they're like, you don't need to be a Tower situation. We don't need that. It's time for the Empress. I'm hearing that also to make her point known. So someone has a revival. Nose is like crazy right there. Someone has a complete revival, and I'm feeling this almost like a bloody nose on the left side of my nose. I think that came through in that Pisces reading with the two-piece suit. So you feel free to check that out if you do feel guided. The title, I think, is you had a premonition about this, Pisces ... Don't worry. Now, for a number of you, there's something that just like, I'm hearing you realize what's also just out of place. You're like, I'm freezing. Oh, it's because the AC's on. It's like something like that. Something you're just like, oh, it's as simple as like turning it back up, turning the heat back up, baby. I'm hearing I got no qualms with that. I'm hearing as well on the way. So maybe for a number of you, you're getting cool with the idea of addressing what the issue is. Maybe for a number of you, for a period of time, you were like, I know that this is like also not working. I'm hearing that like specifically. It's funny. I'm getting that vibe of what came through in the Capricorn reading, where someone was like, yeah, they were maybe even like considering something. I'm hearing moving departments. I don't know. It could be actually professional for a number of you, but someone was going back and forth. They were like, yeah, I don't know. Like, should I do it? Should I not? And then I'm seeing as well for a number of you that someone just, they get tired of reviewing that. I'm hearing as well like part of it is like the options, and then part of it is like the reviewing of the options. So yeah, it's like confusion within confusion, and it just gets to that point where it's like, why should I walk around my passion? I'm hearing that as well, and not represented. I'm hearing like fully. So let's see, hold on. Okay, yeah, there are a number of aspects to this space, the world and universe, and maybe you were like, well, I'm kind of, sort of, like, in and out. Maybe for a number of you, it was a matter of the decision and, like, the hesitation of making it. Absolutely, 5 of Wands at the base of the Emperor. So, yeah, it was like, maybe you felt as well that you weren't really being, like, properly represented in that space, and that was, like, clearly not good enough. 10 of Cups in reverse right over the world. So, you know, it's just a matter of kind of, I'm hearing taking the leg out of the boot. I'm hearing the whole leg was in the boot. Oh my. Okay, I'm hearing in a cast. Let's clear that. Temperance in reverse, Ace of Wands upright. But it's something so simple. You're like, oh, I just have to flip the switch. Duh. It's like something like that. I just gotta do that. Oh, duh. I just gotta dump that thing in the oh, duh. High Priestess and the Hanged Man. Now, there's a revival here. 2 of Wands with the Ace of Wands. Listen, this turnaround is, like, not even funny. I'm seeing people are like, they just won't even recognize you, Cancer. They're guys like, what? Hold on, you what? No, wait, where did your gray hair go? Hold on, what the kind of magic trick is that? Like, someone, like, literally, they just, like, transform. Like, they completely, like, they regenerate as well. Lovely vibe for you, Cancer, here during Mercury's retrograde. Interestingly, again, I'm seeing that this is actually something that clarifies things for you. Clears the air. I'm hearing that as well. So thank you for tuning into you. Enjoy this period, and I'll see you soon. Bye, you guys. We'll jump into Taurus.